Today is Monday, February the 10th. Sit here and let's go through the market. Let me close a little bit of these indicators. Won't need all these up. And again, let's just start off with SPY. Inside day, you can kind of, expect that after, a candle like you had yesterday, a bearish engulfing candle for the most part. I mean, from Friday, right? You usually get a big candle like that, you're going to get these inside days. What's a little unique or different this time is, what I called out was previously the last two Fridays, or last Friday, right? We had that drop down. Then this Friday, right? That preceding Monday, we had that drop down. Well, this kind of changed characteristics. We didn't get that drop down this time, but all we did was trade inside. Nothing to really do here on the market for the most part. If you did trade the market like myself, you got chopped up. I lost money today. Nothing significant, but I really didn't capitalize on anything. I mean, for the most part, we didn't do anything. 602.80 was the low of today, so we kind of do it like this. This is the low, and your high was, right here, right? So we had about $2.75 worth of range today, right? Not a lot of range in the market compared to this Friday, that Friday, and we had 607 all the way down to 600, right? $7 move compared to less than a $3 move today. So very, very tight price action today, and then kind of like aftermarket, we got sort of a somewhat look like a little bit of reaction after your boy Trump comes out. He just can't keep his fucking mouth shut. He comes out and mentions these tariffs, or he signs it, and looking at futures right now, yeah, futures gap down, it looks like, and we done sold off not much, about 10 points or so. Really what you want to see is kind of like on ES, if we're gonna kind of hold this area right here, you kind of see we've been defending the daily. This is not the daily. Well, yeah, I mean this is the daily, but I'm looking at a 5-minute chart. But yeah, you can see here, we've been defending the daily EMA 20, which is right here. This is the times we defended it. We defended it, undercut it on Monday. Tapped it this previous Monday. Well, this is the same Monday. So let me go here and look at the 65-minute. Probably. Take that back. It's a lot. I mean, we've kind of defended it lately since. This is all Monday action. So yeah, you can disregard that. All right, let's get back into it. Yeah, nothing really to do here. Let's go take a look at QQQ. For the most part, we got on QQQ. Again, this is another one where we just got an inside day, kind of a hot dog look, or hot dog bun, right? You got your bun, you got your hot dog hanging out of these two candles. Nothing really to do there. Check out IWM real fast. IWM. Again, nothing really to do here. I do have this previous pivot right here around 226. Trading sideways, chop action. Again, just not really seeing anything where the market is saying, okay, we're back on go mode. Same thing on there. That's Dow Jones Industrials. Let's go check out Dow Jones Transportation real fast. Dow Jones Transportation defended the 200 yet again. Kind of popped up. This was last week, right? Now we kind of just flagging right back into the EMA 9. Or is that the 20? Keep getting those mixed up. Yeah, the EMA 9 from above. So from below. So I just don't really see a whole lot of stuff that really interests me for the most part. Go look over here at Apple. This is looking at the daily. What are we doing here? We kind of got this inside day, closed near the lows. Nothing really. Amazon. Nothing really here. What I need to do is set up my earnings list of stocks. So there are some earnings stocks that we have to pay attention to. Again, what are you doing here? What's the setup here? No setup. Meta, still ripping. It's literally up, about 12 days in a row. But you can kind of see the weakness here with the wicks, right? Starting, but there's no reason to take this short. Microsoft, I want to say still below the 200. Yeah, still below the 200. Trying to think where's the line in the sand at on Microsoft, but it's been so choppy this entire range here. It's really below here, yeah, right there is really where you want to see, you know, if it's going to break down or is it going to hold. But I mean, this has just been a lot of noise. Nvidia, wouldn't say much has changed. I mean, we did come down into the 50-week, undercut at the 200. No, we did kind of pop into the 50 from below, and you kind of see we kind of rejected off just a little bit. You know, again, it's all about how we get to a location that really interests me or not. I mean, this vertical move here, you know, if you're not looking to buy, you're looking for a pullback, you know, for it to go higher. Maybe we pull back into 130, right? That's been an area of interest, as we can see here, 130 across the board, right? Kind of establish that higher low there and then continue higher. But, you know, with rates and everything going on, who knows? All right, we got Tesla up here. Tesla took a good trade on Tesla. Wish I would have held these contracts a little longer. Looks like we're probably going to fill the rest of this gap from the election. Well, this election, no, this is after Thanksgiving. Where's the election gap? The election gap is still all the way back here. So, you know, I mean, Tesla right now sitting below the weekly EMA 20, which sits around like 352. Probably be down tomorrow a little bit more. But again, nothing really here to really say. I guess I can go over some stuff that I am in. Let's go look at what I am in. Any new positions? You know, again, I'm in this mobile eye, and this is more of a long-term view. Right? Didn't really like this reaction here. You know, it kind of peaked all the way up until like 19, sold off again. But you know, for the most part, like I guess it has expanded. You know, in terms of like its ATR. Right, the ATR is kind of jumping back up. You know, you're getting about $1.75 on, you know, the average true range on this particular stock, and it's moving around 7% on the average percentage true range. And I'm not sure what I have this set to. Yep, this one at 20. So yeah, we got some movement here on this stock. They did have some good news came out today about some partnership with Lyft in terms of like their full self-driving. They'll be using Mobileye technology, so that was pretty positive. I am in this cliff. I think this is like a sort of like a bearish to bullish reversal. Really big volume today, and that came in on headlines from, you know, the tariff news on imports. Kind of put in this kicker candle. Right, you got to think of it this way, right? It looks like it's ready to reject here at the 50, right? Finishes at the lows, right around the $10 psych spot. Then it gaps up pretty much over the previous. Didn't really gap up over the previous highs, but you know, the prior day highs, but you know, literally sold right through it, and even the aftermarket, you know, we're still going. Good chance this probably pops into 13 before it really finds some sellers. You can kind of see like this level right here is almost lining up with the 200. Right, so we kind of just look at it like this. The 200 sits like right there as well. So you have horizontal support, you know, along with some moving average confluence, right? You have, I mean, horizontal resistance along with some, you know, horizontal or moving average confluence. Don't really have a clear level here to say like that's where it's going to reject that, but you know, I think that price action is a characteristic change here, and I think this can go higher. So I'm currently in this position. I want to say my stop is 1040, but I may move my stop down and look to probably even back grab a little bit more if it gets down to like 1040. Now I put it right here around the weekly EMA 9, which is starting to curl back up too. In this Oxy, I'm in July $50 calls. Probably bottom fishing here, but you know what I was really looking for is for it to kind of, you know, establish like that higher low sequence, and you know, we kind of put in this low here, and then we fired off here, and I want to see I grabbed it here with my stop being below this candle, and we finally got that move today. I do want to see this, you know, kind of, you know, break through this moving average. We do have earnings next week, so I'm not too sure how long I'm going to hold these contracts, but or maybe I'll look to sell some. But yeah, not too bad. Still in over. You know, I think it's $100 stock. I don't think I have to even talk about that. Gap up today, you know, is what it is. It's still in this grab, still in this AMD. In terms of stocks that I like, you know, I probably did have a list of stocks I was looking at. So, you know, here's your your still stocks. This AIOT, I called this on my Discord. I did not take this. Like, it's one of those situations if like if you just block out these candles right here, If you just like remove that candle, it looks very, very clean, right? It has a gap up, and it is literally just rips all the way up into like $8. This is a big move today, and the weekly looked good as well as the monthly. So here's the weekly chart, right? Kind of just flagging back down. You can kind of see it, and it's kind of building this longer term base here as well. That's been easier to see if you're looking at the monthly, right? You kind of see that base is kind of building here. Tighten this up a little bit more. All right, that's the base it's been building, and a base type of setup like this has been basing out since. God damn, no, this is not a base. If this is the monthly, this is not this thing hasn't done nothing since 2008. Jesus Christ, I don't know if I want to touch that. That's a little iffy to me. I had BBAI on my list too. I know some people are in this. Looks good. Probably definitely selling to some strength here. You got that 3-day burst, right? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, right? You probably want to sell on this day, maybe a little bit more up here. And it's kind of managed off the weekly. The daily. The problem is it being so farther extended from the EMAs. You want to just take it day by day, right? If it breaks and close below if it closed below 819, you sell it. You kind of just basing it off of the price action close. Looking here on my list, I don't think I really have much on my list. I do like this next tracker or whatever it is, your next tracker. I do have my level right here, which is like this 48 to see if it triggered there. But you know what? If this is going to hold, right, because it kind of sat here and slapped right here at the EMA 20, I can bring this down now and let that be my trigger. And now my stop is 45.30 or 45.20 or right below the EMA 20, right? So if we can break out of here, then perhaps, this would be a nice look, right? If you get a candle like this where it opens here, and then you get that trigger, right? You place your stop here. You're targeting back up to 52. If you think about it, you're risking what? About $1.50 or so to capture almost $6. It's not a bad trade to look at. And again, this is one of those situations where they had earnings and a very positive reaction on their earnings. And this is why you don't buy the gap up on earnings. You wait for it to pull back and see if it can start to rally. Honestly, there's not too much I like. I think I talked about this Rolls Royce. This is my Rich Tech Robotics. I like this chart, but they did have the direct offering that came out on Friday. And today, even though it tried to pop, and you can kind of see it just sold off. Serve Robotics looks pretty good now that it's gotten back above this $20 location. You probably should already be in this. I'm not really interested. Nothing really else that I've been looking at that really gives me indications to take anything. Let's take out this GRAL. This is like a healthcare play. Like on AI, not really seeing nothing there. LNTH, damn, this thing on. Keep thinking this thing is good, and this thing don't do nothing. So this breakout was solid, and then it just sold right off. I don't need to look at that anymore. Just looking through my list. What do I see? ARBE, stock I've been following. See, I got the fibs out here on this thing. Moving average crossover, but nothing really clean. Like there's no ace setups, man. This is why people have been I've been saying it's a day trader's market, for the most part. You just gotta catch what's moving on the day. All right, see if you can make some profit, selling the strength. Not really hard, I would say, to swing. Was looking at this. I probably should have taken this today. I don't think I had alert set right through this $80 level. That was the spot I was looking at. So let me go look at some of my stocks I was thinking about that I probably should have been on the red list. Well, damn. This may be a good look tomorrow, depending on where it opens up at. I think this is like kind of like a bear flag with the 200 sloping over into 50. Doesn't look back there. UNH. Nothing really here, but this still has a way to kind of break down a little bit, but not the cleanest. What else I was looking at? Biogen. Well, damn. This has earnings tomorrow or Wednesday, so I mean, probably not want to look to play that, but I think that looks like a flat bottom still. Lulu. Nothing really here. I had this this Rocket Lab on my watch list. It didn't trigger. I'm really looking forward to get through the 50. So I'm just gonna keep a watch on this, but nothing really there for sure. Check out some stocks that are in the base. They did pretty well today. Nothing there. Anything on my recent news list? Laser. Oh, Poet had a move today, but don't really know what the setup would be. IRBT, another robotics, iRobot. That's a big move. It had earnings. That's a pretty big move. Now you got to wait to see if it sets up back into like $8, right? Something you want to keep on track, right? Big earnings move, big volume on earnings, positive reaction. A stock that's kind of like been in a base, you can say. Let me see. All right. This is part of like the bottom fishing. Like, man, these stocks can never reverse. That's kind of like you're thinking. Like these stocks can never reverse, but this stock been out for a shit ton. Wow, this is just a trash ass company. I wouldn't invest in this. This definitely is a trade. But you do kind of got like a little base here. All right, you can kind of see the base here. All right, down into like this. Notice 580 spot. Pretty much to like $13. Doesn't look. There's some alpha here. Yeah, that's kind of like how I see it. It's a base. Been basing out for about a year or so. Not doing much down here. What else I got out here for you people? Again, just really not much out here for the most part that I've seen that I would be interested in. Let's go take a look at some of the rates and shit. Go look at here at the 10-year. Trend's still in track from August. Still look like it's pitting higher highs and higher lows. Check out the daily. Doesn't look like the trend has broken to me. Same thing here. Take a look at the dollar. No dollar curling back up. Doesn't look like the trend has broken here. And these things, like, it's not like you're tracking these day by day. You're just making sure you're keeping understanding of like where they're at on the charts and understanding like how the market typically ingests or digests that information, however you want to call it. Ingest, I guess. Let's go take a look at some of these. I know like defense spending is on the list for like Doge or Dodge, whatever you want to call it, the Department of Government Efficiency, to take a look at. Not too sure if they're going to get access to any of this, but I want to keep some of these on the list to look out for. Alright, I don't, again, it's just part of the game, that's why, I've been kind of, just saying over and over, I don't really have much that I can say with conviction that I want to be like, oh yeah, this is a good swing trade. Found some long-term investments perhaps, but like swing trades, no, not really. No, not really. Um, yeah, not really. FSLY. This has earnings coming up on Wednesday. I want to see what this stock does. I was in this stock at 5 and I sold it at 11. Like right here back in December on the FMOC day. I sold that shit. I showed that shit that day. I was like, yeah, let me get out. CRM, comp, they have earnings. The earnings not until tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, there's this isn't much that really interests me. I mean, not too sure what's out there. Here we go, CLF. CLF still moving after hours at 12 now. Yeah, I think this goes to 13, 14 bucks. And they probably guide higher after this tariff news. They probably start to guide higher. So, you know, we're expecting more customers or whatever, more sell orders with the tariffs coming in on China, or imports for steel materials. And that has a catalyst. I think that's solid. This is still moving. Probably a good time to start to take this off. Or if you have a longer term view. This could be like 20 bucks, who knows. Yeah. I mean, fucking what I'm gonna do. I need to keep a watch on CLH. I think I want to get back in this for an investment. Oh my god, don't tell me that's. Oh, I'm about to say. I thought it said 13. I'm about to hop on now and grab some. I do want to see what happens here. I think it comes down a little bit more, maybe in like the teens, 15, 16. I'll grab some. Oh, Nike. They're trying to hold this spot on Nike. We'll see. Yeah, that's really about it. I don't. If you want me to look at, look at Kava. It doesn't look bad, but I don't trade Kava. McDonald's, Starbucks, Sweet Greens, Shake Shack. Let's look at Shake Shack. I've traded this before. I want to say I traded this back here in the summertime. Where was it at? I think it was right here. Yeah, back here. I traded this down into like, maybe it's like right here. It was somewhere around here. It was like where the weekly was at. I can't remember exactly, but I definitely traded that. Now it's coming back into the 200 from above. Definitely want to see what happens around here, so I alert. And it's good to kind of create these alerts because you just never know what type of reaction will happen. Because like this morning I got an alert and I just ignored it like a dickhead. Where's my log? So that's my tick logs. Like on this DEX, it's DACK, right? Right here at 168.36, right there. I should have been looking at this for an opportunity to take a trade. Didn't really give you a setup for the most part. I mean, this is a lot of range, 169, 166. Probably have to go longer dated contracts. What's the low here? Low here is 166. So I mean, if you were trying to take in like this ORB setup, you take longer dated contracts. So like, say if you wanted to get short, and you wanted to get short right here on this breakdown, you know, I mean, you put your stop here at $3.50, and I mean, for the most part, what you're risking, not too sure if you even take this off yet. Yeah. So I mean, that's that. I mean, it's nothing really there, I guess, to take, unless you like really tighten up your stops and I'm just going to take it off. It goes red to green, like 168. Save yourself a couple cents. But really, it was just a straight trender. I think probably the best side, and me having this alert, what I should have recognized was that this is a stock that had a catalyst from earnings, sold down, finished here at the lows, and as you can see, right, as it broke his lows or as it closed below his lows, it continued lower the next day. And I think this is probably a situation where you can take it through the lows here, 167.60, as it's breaking Friday's lows, and now you're placing your stop up here at 169. Just much better risk to reward. That's probably the way I think you probably wanted to play this, right? Now, see if you put your stop at high a day, right here you're risking $1.89. Hold on, what is that? What's going on? Short. There we go. Right now we got some moves, right? Now this is a 3-to-1 risk to reward down here. $2 risk to reward, right? Now you start getting into the 2RR, which is a solid spot, right? You're only risking $2 to capture $4. So that didn't look bad. But yeah, man, that's about it. I don't really have much else to say. It's just really not the best environment to trade, the swing trade in. You can take a couple stabs here and there, but overall, we're just not seeing a lot of good setups. I know some people are playing China. I don't fucking play China. I just don't got a good history with China. Not like I lost a shit ton of money. It's just like I just don't like the China stocks. I don't like the way they move. They usually gap up and don't do nothing. They gap down. They don't do nothing. Very gap type action. Let's go take a look at some China just to give you an example. Let's see what happened today. Where's the Chinas? Where's my Chinas? A-Lab down 4% this morning. All right, here's an example. Right here is, all right, oh shit, different day today. All right, gaps up at 107, opens up at 107, finish near the highs. But usually you get days like this, where it gaps up, right, and just pretty much just down there closes at the lows. It does this a lot. Let me see if I can take this off. This will probably show it. All right, so here's your days like gap up. All right, gap up, sell down. Like I don't know. Little characteristic change here, but like I said, like this had a similar move like this, and then literally like people are looking for that pullback, and it just really never set up for a pullback to work. And now kind of had a pullback, undercut it to 200. Moving average started to cross over. I can see someone jumping. I think the best setup here on the Chinas was probably right here. This little flag at the 200. Oh, that doesn't look bad. But yeah, that's about all for me, man. Peace. God bless.